The dark night of the soul. When everything falls apart before you awaken, there comes a moment in every soulless journey when the light you once followed disappears. The path you walked begins to crumble, and everything that once made sense falls apart. You try to hold on. You pray. You fight, but nothing seems to respond. It feels like the universe has gone silent, like God has turned away. But the truth is, this silence isn't abandonment. It's transformation. The dark night of the soul is not a punishment. It's a sacred initiation. When everything you built begins to collapse, the job, the relationship, the identity, the versions of yourself you clung to, what's really dying is the false self. The ego screams as it loses control. It will tell you, you're lost, you've failed. But you haven't failed. You're being stripped of illusion. The old you cannot enter the next level of your evolution. And so the universe takes away everything that kept you from meeting your truth. It feels like death, but it's actually rebirth. In the void, nothing makes sense. You can't feel your intuition. You can't hear your guides. Even meditation feels empty. But this emptiness is the space where your old frequency dies. The silence is sacred. It's where your soul recalibrates. Do not rush to fill the void. Sit with it. Let the silence reshape you. This is where your rebirth begins. Neuroscience calls this neuropruning. Your brain literally deletes old connections to create space for new awareness. You're not losing your mind. You're losing the patterns that once kept you small. The familiar pathways of fear, doubt, and control are dissolving, so your consciousness can build new circuits based on trust, faith, and surrender. It's painful because your system is detoxing from an old reality. The more you resist the darkness, the more it tightens around you. You cannot outthink it. You cannot escape it. The only way out is through. Surrender doesn't mean giving up. It means allowing what is dying to die and trusting that something divine is being born through the ashes. Every soul that came here to awaken must walk through fire. The fire burns away everything false, your masks, your fears, your identities, even your beliefs about who you are. And when there's nothing left to lose, you meet your essence, the part of you that doesn't break. The eternal observer within. That is the purpose of the dark night, to show you what remains when everything else is gone. You will know you've reached surrender when the questions stop. When you stop begging for it to end. When you breathe and finally whisper, "Okay, I trust." And in that quiet surrender, light begins to return. Not all at once, but slowly, gently, like dawn after the longest night. The person who emerges from the dark night is not the same one who entered it. Your voice becomes softer. Your eyes see deeper. Your heart beats slower. Because it has touched eternity. You no longer chase love. You radiate it. You no longer seek answers. You become them. You are not reborn into perfection, but into truth. And someday, when someone else is lost, you'll recognize their eyes, because you've seen that darkness before. And in your calm presence, they will find their light again. That's how the awakened heal the world, not by preaching, but by being. So if your world is collapsing right now, breathe. You are not being destroyed. You are being refined. The dark night of the soul isn't the end of your story. It is the beginning of your awakening. And remember, the light you seek has always been within you.